Short intro to Islam's perspective on health and illness. This video is based on the chapter titled Islamic Spiritual Care in a Healthcare Setting, in Spirituality and Health, Multidisciplinary Explorations, edited by A. Meier T. O'Connor and P. VanKatwyk, published by Wilfred Laurier University Press in 2005. Islam is known for its moral and practical attitude to life, similar to Syriac Christianity, and distinct from the Greek and Roman versions of Christianity, as correctly pointed out by Fazlur Rahman. In Islamic belief systems, the nature of God is usually not discussed, except in the Kalam, dialectical, discursive tradition of Islam. God is the very basis of the Qur'an's entire doctrinal teachings. The foremost fundamental relational qualities of God, particularly vis-à-vis humans, are 1. Creation, 2. Sustenance, 3. Guidance, and 4. Judgment. See Rahman 1987, page 12. Muslims believe that God has unbounded, limitless love and mercy for the creation. From this perspective, the Quran denies the existence of chaos in the universe. Various verses of the Quran emphasize that the creation of the universe in balance, cosmos, is a proof of God's primordial love. See Quran 31:20, 2:29, 45:12. It is no surprise that these verses awakened Muslims' interest in science since its birth, was used by Muslim reformists in the 19th and 20th centuries to reawaken this spirit. Nevertheless, the Quran also asserts the belief in miracles. Many stories of the prophets in the Quran also highlight this aspect of the miraculous and mysterious nature of creation. However, the Quran also points out that the miracles should be understood in their context. The Quran emphasizes the importance of human choices in moral and ethical decisions, encouraging justice and mercy. View of illness. In general, the Quran and the Hadith literature have a strong influence on Muslims' understanding of illness. As in every aspect of life, illness and disease are viewed as a divine destiny. For example, the Prophet used to say, "No fatigue, nor disease, nor sorrow, nor sadness, nor hurt, nor distress befalls a Muslim, even if it were the prick he received from a thorn, but that God expiates some of his sins for that." He also prayed, "O God, do not let your trial be the cause of misguidance for me." Al-Bukhari, Jami al-Sahih, Chicago, Qazi Publications, 1979, 371, Hadith number 545. The Quran also presents stories, that is, the story of Yusuf, Joseph, and how his loss affected depression and sadness in Yaqub, Jacob, or the story of Ayub, Job, to indicate that some mental illnesses are biological by nature or be caused by stressful life events, negative thinking, or environmental circumstances, that is, poverty. In general, the Quran encourages hope in a healthy lifestyle and healthy attachment to God. Having a healthy attachment to the Creator is linked to better psychological functioning. Muslims view illness and disease as instruments of God's purpose for humanity, and in reminding us that ultimately we belong and will return to God. Although the Quran and the Hadith literature present illness and disease as a trial, they also encourage individuals to maintain hope and avoid despair. For example, the Prophet used to say that when God intends to do good to somebody, he afflicts him with trials. Some Muslims may also believe that through illness and disease, they compensate for their sins. There is also a specific attention to hidden or diseases of the heart and its hidden ailments, such as doubt, impurity of the mind, hypocrisy, disbelief, and falsehood. Muslims believe that the source of illness and disease is God. Such a belief system also encourages Muslims to hope for the divine mercy and acknowledge the cleansing aspects of their illness. Therefore, along with physical and mental treatment, Muslim patients may also look for spiritual treatment in the form of self-purification. Very rarely, Muslims view illness and disease as a deprivation of divine mercy and blessing. Instead, they see it as an opportunity for a fresh start with restored health. Physical illness is viewed as a bodily condition that manifests in various forms. Pain is the most expressed aspect of physical illness, and even the most common and first manifestation of most infections, from influenza to plague, is also a subjective change, a vague general malaise. The physical body is viewed as a temple, and a human being is a temporary tenant in this temple. It is God who made the person to reside therein for a short period. The Quran emphasizes that individuals are responsible for maintaining and preserving their mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical health and their surroundings. This includes using their resources ethically and morally, which contribute to their happiness in both this world and the next. In the Islamic tradition, what happens in the realms of body, psyche, and soul triggers mental health problems. For example, the way feelings and emotions trigger physical illness, such as asthma, hypertension, heart disease, can also affect mental health and trigger depression, anxiety, panic, fear, etc. Besides religious worldviews and interpretations, every culture has a specific attitude towards mental and physical health problems, guiding individuals' perceptions and feelings that cause them to respond either favorably or unfavorably toward the seeking of services or consultation for mental or emotional health concerns. For more, visit us at https://islamiccpsychotherapy.ca/